Hey, Second Cavalry, it's your guy, Brother Tim, and I'm here with another episode of our Civic Corner. And look, the dust has settled from the 2024 election season, and look, half the country is feeling one type of way, and another's feeling the other type of way. And if you're on the side that is feeling dejected, feeling like, oh my gosh, the world's gonna end, look, there's something you could do about it. If you're on the other side and you're happy, that's what democracy is. You voted and your side won. But I want to definitely talk to you about the ones that feel dejected, the ones that need an avenue to still be involved and feel like they have a say in the next government that's coming in power. So as we said before, civics is about being a citizen. It's about participating in government. And so government is not always going to do what you want, or your leaders are not always going to be the ones that you elected. These are contests at the end of the day, and one person has to win or the other. So when you're on the losing side, there's still things you can do, and that's all the civics is citizenship, is staying involved and staying informed. So in the 2024 election, we've seen a shift to one-party rule that will come into power in January. So that means the White House, both chambers of Congress will be one party, the Republican Party. And so for a good 2 straight years, they will be unified. And that could mean very drastic changes in our government, very drastic changes in laws, immediate rescission of executive orders from the previous administration on day one, maybe in hour one. It'll be that seismic. But things will not need too much of the other party's support in these 2 years. Now, their majorities are very slim. So even amongst their ranks, they might have one or two that might not like what's going on or disagree with some part of a piece of legislation or a rule that's going to get passed. So they can upset and join the other party in stopping some things. So we're looking at either we're definitely looking at a very chaotic next 2 years. I would say that, and so we would need everybody to be on their P's and Q's and watching the developments. And you got to go to work, you got to feed the babies, you got to do everything you need to do, and you can't, sit at home and watch the TV. You don't have time for all that. But for all the issues that do impact you, there's ways to stay involved and to kind of put your finger on the pulse to see what's going on. Use your address, look up who represents you. Hopefully you know who represents you. You know what your district numbers are, because I hope you just went to go vote. But if not, definitely look up all your districts, from your school board district to your council district. Of course, the mayor represents the whole state. The mayor represents the whole city. The governor represents the whole state. But who is your state delegate? Who is your state senator? Who are your 2 senators, U.S. senators? Who is your U.S. congressperson? They all have contact information, emails, addresses to their local offices, to their D.C. offices, or if you're on the state level, their Richmond office versus their district office. Trust me, and get their email addresses and phone numbers. They read everything and listen to everything that is said and sent to them, to get a finger on the pulse of what's going on with the public. If they do not hear from you, they think everything is okay. I'll say that public. They think everything is all right, or they think that there's little to no resistance if they propose something, or it's on the news, it's widely circulated, that, oh well, we won't have too much resistance. I'm not getting any emails about it. I'm not getting any calls about it. I'm not getting any snail mail about it. But you could literally do all this from your phone. You could use email. You email everybody else. Sometimes some governments actually have text message features. You could text your congressperson. You could text your council person. We text everybody else. So these are very easy ways we can stay involved and have our voice heard. It doesn't have to be a paragraph. It could be, look, I heard this is going on. What's up with this? And talk in your language. You don't have to talk proper. You don't have to doll it up, because they have people in the office that read, and understand everything that is being said. So I think these next 2 years, while they may be chaotic, they could be an awakening of people's civic engagement. That's why I'm excited about it, because I think we learn more about civics when things break down. Like if you're a mechanic and you're trying to learn how to fix a car, if car breaks down, you're learning all the ins and outs of that car to try to fix it. And same way with democracy, same thing with government. We might see some things kind of come to a halt and be very chaotic, but we learn in those moments, and I think we can be involved in those moments. I still believe in democracy, and I'm a young person. Because it could be worse. As our election is going on, we see other countries going through their transitions, and we just seen the overthrow of Bashar al-Assad. He ran. He just left. The rebels took over. He ran to Russia. Him and his family, the leader of a country, just gone. We don't have that type of upheaval in this country. So there's a good comparison of that. You might say, well, that's a dictatorship. Well, it's a form of government. It might not be a form of government that we're used to, or a form of government that we would like over here, but on the continuum of forms of government, that's a form of government. We don't have that. Now, we might feel like it's like that. We might feel like we have a dictator coming into power, or we might feel like we have an authoritarian. But even his last term, the democracy is still here. It survived. It was bent a little bit here and there, but it was flexible. It didn't break. And so, again, I would say to our young people who could feel really sad about what's about to take place, that it should be more encouragement for you to be involved and for you to learn the ins and outs. There's a couple of Congress people who are of your generation. Gen Z, of course, us as millennials. There are a lot of us millennials in Congress now, for instance. But there's definitely people our age that are on the front lines trying to make the change and trying to keep the fire to the feet of all politicians and all government leaders. So we're not a democracy that I think that's going down the tube. I think we're still healthy as a democracy, that we could even not have violence on this past election, but or too much violence, I should say it like that. But we should still be encouraged that we still have a hand in this. It only gets overrun when we take our hands off the wheel. And so I definitely encourage everybody to, again, stay involved, stay in contact with your representatives, keep calling, keep emailing, keep texting. You see them on the streets, keep talking to them. Don't give up on that, and they will feel a little bit weary if they're going to try to make anything of a crazy move, because they know they have more eyes on them, and they have your eyes on them. That's been your Civic Corner for today. My name is Brother Tim, and we'll see you another time. Peace.